Give me fuel, give me fire, give me that what's on the side.
Welcome everybody to JonesTV and welcome to Sunday Night Heat. And we are live in a capacity crowd of Lexington, Kentucky as we continue on this road down to the Clash of Champions. This matchup is part of the Owen Hart Classic, which will commence at Clash of Champions. And the winner of that Classic will be the #1 contender for the World Championship. As Dolph Ziggler making his way down to the ring, he would like to be able to become a world champion here in the WWE. Trying to show the world that he is the best here. But he will have a tough road to hoe. You look at the brackets here, he'll be facing off against Roman Reigns. The winner of this matchup will face Chris Jericho at Clash of Champions. And then to continue on, they will have a chance to possibly become the winner of the Classic and the #1 contender for the World Championship. As Dolph Ziggler getting a fair amount of boos here in Kentucky. It goes on to the crowd. And here comes the leader of the Roman Empire himself, Roman Reigns, as he slowly makes his way onto the ramp. Roman Reigns, as of late, seems to be having a seek and destroy attitude, has a more cold demeanor than usual, always ready for a fight, always ready for a war, is that man. He'll love to show his dominance here in the WWE in this new era of ours and win this Owen Hart Classic to be able to have a chance to take on Braun Strowman or Samoa Joe, who will be fighting for the undisputed title. But like I said, as of late, Roman just have a different demeanor than usual. I've never seen this man quite focused here in the WWE. Since the merger of all the brands, his mantra is that he is the leader of the empire, but so far he is the empire of one. As he raises his arms in the air, he looks over to the crowd. He is so assured of himself, so confident that he will advance in this tournament. But you should not take Dolph Ziggler lightly, not one bit, as Dolph Ziggler is a fierce competitor himself here in the WWE. Neither man seems to be a fan favorite here, but I'm pretty sure neither man either cares. They just want to advance in the Owen Hart Classic. And here we go. And Dolph Ziggler starting off with early shots in a DDT. About to show off himself, Mr. Ziggler. Got a knee to Roman. Ziggler with a face buster taking down Roman Reigns. An X Factor like maneuver. Reigns him out to offense soon. He does with an arm drag, taking down Ziggler. Like I said, Reigns will show his dominance in this matchup. As Ziggler starts running to the outside, Reigns knocks him to the floor. And these two men start battling outside. The referee starts his count. Powerbomb to the outside by Reigns. We're at a count of 3 now. Both men had to make their way back to the ring as Reigns does a net brick on the Ziggler onto that floor. Right into the steel steps. We're at a count of 4 now. He does have some time. We're at a count of 5. He does need a... And Ziggler's out to the crowd already. These two men got to get back to the ring. Ziggler knocks Roman back into the barrier. We're at a count of 7. Roman's running back to the ring. Ziggler makes it back in before 8. And resumes back in the ring like it belongs. Roman with a clothesline, taking down Dolph. In the cover, 1 count, kick out, Dolph. You can't take down Dolph Ziggler that fast, Roman. As he tosses him on the corner. Dolph the Irish rip, taking him to the outside. He knocks Roman to the floor. Kicks to the floor by Dolph. And the ref begins his count once again. The Dolph has him in the headlock here on the outside. Not sure that's a smart decision or not on Ziggler, considering that both men, you cannot win this by count out. Both men are out. That means you'll both be disqualified or eliminated in this contest. And neither one of you can advance. As Ziggler keeps doing headlocks on the outside. I don't know if he's trying to slow down the man or not. We're at a count of 6. It's 2 men still outside fighting. Ziggler throws Roman in. Ziggler is back in on the count of 7. Now Ziggler's going to the second rope. Trying to get Roman to get up. Roman slowly raises. Ziggler comes off the second rope. Drop kick. No. Reversed by Roman. And Ziggler with a back. No. Reversed on Roman. With a crossbody. And Ziggler trying to go for a back suplex. Roman going for a shot to the face, and he got it. And another shot around Ziggler. Stopping the back and working the arm of Dolph is Roman Reigns. Superman punch, no, reverse by Ziggler. Ziggler reverse Superman punch. Roman tries to set up reverse DDT by Ziggler. Elbow drop. About to show off. Continuous elbow drops. We're at a count of 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. 10 big elbow drops by Dolph. Hitting the shot. Zigzag! Zigzag! Covered by Ziggler. Could be over. 1, 2, kick out by Roman. Roman Reigns kicked out the zigzag. Dolph thought he had the victory there. Couldn't quite believe it when Reigns kicked out. He's going for another headlock here. Continuously working on the neck and the head of Roman throughout this matchup. So far Roman kicked out of the zigzag. Dolph countered the Superman punch. I don't know what the end result of this match is going to be, but so far it's back and forth between these two. As Ziggler is stomping out Roman and continuously working on the neck and the back of Roman Reigns. Reigns get out of that hold. Ziggler eyes to the corner. Shot by Reigns. Ziggler's not taking none of that. Reigns is right back up. Ziggler another shot. Ziggler with another reverse DDT. Covered by Dolph. 1, 2. Kick out by Reigns. Reigns kicked out of the count of 2. Ziggler got it back up. Jawbreaker by Reigns. Reigns with a overhead belly suplex. This match taking a little bit out of Roman Reigns. He slowly gets up from the beating Dolph has given him so far. Roman trying to set him up. He's getting up for that crucifix powerbomb. He calls this the rain fall, and he got him. Rain fall by Roman. 1, 2, 3. Roman Reigns advances in the Owen Hart Classic. He'll be facing Chris Jericho at the Clash of Champions. As you can see here, he hit him with the rainfall and got him down for the 1, the 2, the 3. As the leader of the Roman Empire himself, Roman Reigns advances in the Owen Hart Classic, heading the Clash of Champions against the Ayatollah Rock'n'Roller, Chris Jericho. With this new focus on Roman Reigns, is anybody here going to be able to stop him in the WWE?
Oh, WWE Universe! Don't you dare be sour! Clap for your longest reigning tag champs and feel the power!
Can you feel the power, people? As the New Day make their way down to the ring, this is not a tag team matchup. This is a one-on-one competition between Kofi Kingston and the other tag team champions here in the WWE. They'll be facing off each other at Clash of Champions, and that match will decide who is the undisputed tag team champions. As the New Day dance their way down to the ring, Kofi Kingston better be prepared for this matchup. And he claps his hands and makes his way up to the stairs, because the competitor he is fighting is also a tag team champion. As much as New Day is saying that they are the undisputed, and they are the longest reigning tag team champions here, but they believe that they are the undisputed and the main tag team champions in the WWE on Sunday Night Heat. As the Lexington, Kentucky crowd is enjoying the New Day. Like I said, Kofi has remained focused, because as much as they believe that they are the main tag team, they are not the only champions here. Not until Clash of Champions anyway. And here comes the other tag team champions, the Revival. It's Scott Dawson and Dash Wilder making their way down to the ring. It will be Dash Wilder fighting Kofi Kingston in this one-on-one matchup. And these two men, like I said on their shirt, no flips, just fists. These two men mean all business here. And they'll love taking out the New Day and become the undisputed tag team champions, to reign supreme as the main tag team in the WWE. But this match is not about the tag teams, but the one-on-one competitors of Kofi Kingston and Dash Wilder. And these two men looking ready for the matchup. And here we go. Dash trying to pick him up, but Kofi starts it off with a Hurricane Rana. Xavier's playing at your bone on the outside. And these two teams are not a fan of one another. Revival, like I said, is all business. As New Day like to have a little more fun and games here in WWE. But don't take the New Day or Revival lightly. There are reasons why they are both tag team champions. They are great competitors here. As Dash Wilder and Kofi going back and forth. Kofi with a shot to the back of the neck. And Dash trying to go for a atomic drop. Suplex by Kingston. Stops to the gut. Kofi Kingston is a great singles competitor. It just lately he's been part of this tag team, which is having great success here in WWE. So Dash Wilder better be on his toes against Kofi. As Kofi continues to work on the arm, going for the cover. One count, kick out Wilder. And the fans chant for Kofi, and the drop kick to the back of the neck a dash. Wilder has not had amount of any kind of offense really since his matchup began. And Dash is slowly trying to get up. Kofi's on the second rope. Kofi comes off. And another Hurricane Rana. Taking it down. Half of the former SmackDown Tag Team Champions. As the crowd comes alive here in Lexington, Kentucky. Dash with reversal. Shot to the back of the neck. Looking for a German. No, reversal. The shot by Kofi. Kofi with a chop block. Taking out the legs of Wilder. And Scott Dawson looking on, trying to cheer on his teammate. Kofi throws Wilder to the corner. Take him to the second rope. Kofi goes on top to meet him. What are you going to do here? And a top rope Hurricane Rana. Hitting a trifecta of Hurricane Ranas in this matchup. Scott Dawson's trying to distract Kofi. As the crowd is chanting New Day Rocks. Reverse DDT by Kofi. Kofi runs the ropes. And he hits Dash with the boom drop. Dash has not amounted a whole lot of offense in this matchup so far. And this is what's going to be like a Clash of Champions when these two tag teams face off for the Undisputed Tag Team Championship. It's Kofi waiting for him to get up. Trouble in Paradise. Trouble in Paradise. Wilder like he's out. Going for the cover. Scott Dawson's distracting the referee. I'm pretty sure Kofi would have had a count of 3 there. Kofi tried to go for a shot. Wilder up. Code breaker by Wilder. Code breaker by Dash. Wilder out of nowhere. 1, 2, 3. And Dash Wilder unexpectedly won this matchup with that quick code breaker. After Scott Dawson distracted the referee, it seemed like it was over at the Trouble of Paradise by Kofi. But Scott Dawson distracted the referee, which gave time for Dash to get up and hit him with that code breaker. Will that be how Clash of Champions end for the Revival? With their hands in the air and being the main tag team in the WWE. In our final matchup for the Owen Hart Classic in the first round, here comes the Intercontinental Champion, The Miz. As he makes his way down to the ring, it will be him and Finn Balor in the last matchup of the first round of the tournament. The winner of this match will face Randy Orton at Clash of Champions. As The Miz, as arrogant as ever, clapping to the fans, pointing to the fans, and the sea of boos that he's getting tonight here on Sunday Night Heat in Lexington, Kentucky. But as arrogant as always, he doesn't care. As long as he advances, as long as he holds on to his Intercontinental title, doesn't care what the fans think, what you think, what I think. The Miz thinks he's a star, and he is a star in the WWE. As being one of the champions here. He wants to win this matchup not only to advance in the Hart Classic, but to make sure he does not have to defend his title at Clash of Champions. But first, he has to defeat this man. As the crowd comes alive here in Lexington, Kentucky. For the Demon King himself, Finn Balor. One of the most electric men in all of wrestling. He looks around to the crowd at his Balor Club. As Miz is walking around back and forth in the ring, looking at his opponent, the fans looking down right at him. They look at the brackets here. This is our last matchup in the first round of the Owen Hart Classic. The winner will be facing Randy Orton. The winner of that match, we will face Bobby Roode or Sami Zayn and potentially go on to the finals. And if they win the final, they will be the #1 contender for the World Championship and have a shot at the title at the following pay-per-view, Backlash. The man of many theatrics is going to have to be focused in this matchup. He wants to advance in the Owen Hart Classic. He is fighting a champion here in the WWE, in The Miz. As arrogant as The Miz is, he can back up a lot of what he says. That's why he is a champion. That's why he is a multiple Intercontinental champion. As the two men get ready to go, the bell sounds. Finn has The Miz up. He drops him right ahead for a brain buster. DDT by Finn Balor. Like I said, Finn Balor wants to become a champion. He has to first get through The Miz in this matchup. And if The Miz want to make sure he's going to defend his title at Clash of Champions, he has to get through Finn Balor. Both men have something heavy in stake in this matchup. In this fight, in our main event, the Sunday Night Heat. Finn try to go for a shot. And The Miz attacks the knee of The Miz. Attacks the knee of Finn Balor. Cover one. One count, kick out by Balor. The Miz was smart. He'll keep attacking that knee so he can hook on the figure 4 leg lock and try to get the Balor to tap out. Miz try to go for a boot, missed. Still got a shot in on Finn. Try to drag him to the ropes and throws him down to the mat. The Miz trying to stay calm, cool, and collective in this matchup. As Balor's trying to get a little offensive going. Snap in there, taking down The Miz. Drop kick to the back of the neck. Shots to the back with them stomps. Finn going to the top rope. Telling Miz to get up. But Finn thought better of it. He shouldn't have done that because The Miz is hitting with a jawbreaker. Reversal by Balor. The Miz takes him out with a clothesline in the turnbuckle. He's stomping out and trying to choke out Finn Balor in the corner. A very good back and forth matchup so far in our main event of Sunday Night Heat. And he drops Finn Balor on his neck across the ropes. Miz heading towards the top. Now Miz trying to tell Balor to get up. He just toying with him at this point. Switch around, dropping him back, and hit him with a net breaker. Finn's trying to recover as Miz is taunting him. Hit him onto the outside. Miz going for an elbow drop as the ref starts his count. We're at a count of 2. If one of these men want to win this match, they go back up in the inside. They can't win on the outside tonight, folks. Reverse DDT by The Miz onto the floor. We're at a count of 5. Balor runs in. We're at a count of 6. The Miz still on the outside, holding on to his back. We're at a count of 7. The Miz is back in. Balor trying to set him up for a back suplex, and he got him. Balor now working on the knee and the leg of the Miz with that elbow drop. Springboard, frog splash, but Finn missed half of it. Finn didn't get all of that. He hurt himself when he came down. Recovered by Balor. One. No, not even a one. The Miz kicked out for the referee and get to the 1 count. Balor with another drop kick to the back of the head. Elbow drop. He knocked down the ref on accident. I'm pretty sure that wasn't intentional. But the ref is down at the moment. Fowler throwing him to the turnbuckle. Balor's taking the Miz to the top. Uh-oh. Reverse suplex from the second rope by Finn Balor. And the Miz is on the ropes in this matchup. Let's feel another drop kick to the back of the head and the back of the neck. Work on all these head shots out of Miz. Elbow drop from the top rope. Balor's in full control of this matchup right now. Another snapmare. Working on the arm of the Miz. The Miz like he's very close from having to defend that title at Clash of Champions. As Finn keeps working on that arm. Shot to the gut by Miz. Goes to the turnbuckle. Balor takes him down with a reversal. The two men going back and forth in this great main event we're having here. The Miz thrown into the corner. Going for the awesome clothesline, but missed. Miz went for the awesome clothesline and he missed. Balor throws in the corner. Balor setting him up now for the shotgun drop kick. Is he gonna get it? And he got him. Hitting Miz with a shotgun drop kick. The Miz is on the floor. Balor's up top. He's gonna go for the coup de grace. And he got him with a coup de grace. Coup de grace by Balor. 1, 2, 3. Finn Balor, the last man advancing in the Owen Hart Classic to the Clash of Champions. It's like the Miz had a shot with that awesome clothesline, but he missed. Give an opportunity for Balor. Hit with a coup de grace for the 1, the 2, the 3. And the Demon King advances on to the Clash of Champions to face Randy Orton. That should be an incredible matchup at that pay-per-view. And The Miz will have to defend his title against somebody at Clash of Champions. I'm not even sure who they're defending. But it'll be somebody out there. And wait a minute. Samoa Joe. Braun talking back and forth. Braun with a shot to the face of Samoa Joe. And another shot. A shot by Joe. These two men in front of the main event. The Clash of Champions for the Undisputed World Championship. And Samoa Joe throws Braun in the locker room area. Samoa Joe with a trash can. He hits some Braun with a trash can. Samoa Joe with a suplex. Taking down Braun Strowman. One of these two men will be our main champion here in the WWE. As Braun is the Universal Champion. And Samoa Joe is the WWE Champion. As Braun doing shots. Throwing Samoa Joe out of the locker room. These two men are fighting in the hallways here. Going back and forth. Joe hitting with shots and chops. We're running out of time, folks. We'll see y'all at Clash of Champions. Braun with a back suplex on the floor.